What up, what up, what up, Cowboys Nation? We out here today, man, on our Wednesday show. We got the live Dallas Cowboys versus Cleveland Browns preview show, man. Uh we gotta I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a jam-packed show because this opponent really isn't somebody that other than a couple of headliners that's really, like Odell and Baker Mayfield. This is a very winnable game for us, man. What are your thoughts before we jump into some of these stats here?
To me, I am glad to be playing them because actually a more run orientated team, and I think our defense for the most part has done decent versus the run. So to to me, the biggest thing is if Tyron's playing Sunday.
Gotcha. So, do you have any news regarding Tyron and whether or not he's playing?
People seem to think he's playing. He actually was on the field. He didn't do team workouts, but he don't. After what 10 years, I don't think
Yeah.
he doesn't need that.
Yeah. So, for me, man, I think the biggest thing for me is really, like you said, I'm glad you brought up Tyron because I think that knowing the line situation helps us greatly because I think that John Machota reported that because Zach Martin had moved to right tackle and they asked him whether or not he was going to move to right tackle for this game, and he said he's playing guard. So when you hear that, is that something that I guess maybe makes you
Triggers me
feel
to think
relieved? Does it?
Tyron's playing.
You said what?
I said that actually triggers me to think Tyron's playing because I don't think you actually want to put Still out there with Miles Garrett. That's just me. That isn't something Wednesday I'm saying, yeah, I am comfortable with.
Gotcha. So, all right, let me jump into some of these stats that I got on my phone. I didn't get a chance to do them all, but let's look at our opponent, Cleveland. All right, so their offense, they are 20th in yards per game. Mind you, they've had some pretty their opponents, man, shaky. Other than the Baltimore game, Baltimore was the first week they got their ass bust. Um, but after that, they played the Bengals, and then it was the Washington football team. So knowing that out of those three opponents, they are only 20th in yards per game. For a struggling defense, I think that's a pretty good sign in my opinion. They're 30th in yards per game passing, but they're number 3 in overall rushing. So that was something that you brought up right there. They're very physical. They like to run. If you can let them run, if you know you have to try and make it a track meet with the Cleveland Browns. And like you said, we've done pretty good against the run this year so far. Is there anything on Cleveland's offense that scares you?
That actually Baker finally gets into a rhythm, and then Odell was running wide open down the middle of the field.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing that scares me is I wasn't thinking of it too much at all coming into this game. I was just thinking like, okay, it's just a regular game. These are the type of games that we win. And then I heard like this is a homecoming for Baker Mayfield, and I was like, oh shit, here we go again. One of these type of games where Baker hasn't played well all year, and he's gonna put together a masterful performance. That's the only thing that I could think of. And in all actuality, if you look at some of the things that we didn't improve on this week, being safety play, I mean, I could definitely see Odell Beckham finding his rhythm in this game. Landry, um, Kareem Hunt out of the backfield. Uh,
Crazy thing, Kareem Hunt and damn Nick Chubb has scored a touchdown, and I think just about every game this year.
They're gonna score. They're probably gonna score touchdowns against us. I mean, I'm just being completely honest with you. We haven't really stopped much of a nosebleed. So until I see otherwise, I can't really have any confidence in our defense. What's going on, James? How you doing out there? What's going on, Cowboy execution? I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Um, but like I said, I mean, until they show otherwise, I mean, we can't really.
The only breaks we're going to get is probably versus the Eagles, the football team, and the Giants on defense.
Yeah. Who else do we play? Yeah, I mean, this is one of the games we have to win, and it has to be. I mean, does it matter to you what it looks like, or do you just want to win?
The win is all that matters, even though everybody else cares about style points. Give me an ugly win over a pretty loss. We've been losing pretty lately.
Exactly. All right, so let me see. Let me look up their defensive stats because I'm going to pull them up while I have you on here now.
Yeah, because actually one of the things about their defense I'm seeing today is they have given up the least amount of big plays of any team so far this season.
Yeah, so they're ninth in total overall defense. Let's see in passing. Which I mean, you kind of got to expect against Cincinnati and Washington, but the Baltimore game they got torn apart.
But actually, Cincinnati put up points versus them.
You said what?
Cincinnati put up points versus them, which is kind of crazy. But the football team was pissed poor.
The football team could have won that game, which is kind of crazy in saying that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So they are. They're 22nd against the pass. So that right there that's a good sign for us because, I mean, that's been our strong suit so far, really. I mean, people want to say Zeke this, Zeke that. And I do think that Zeke has looked the best he's looked in a long time earlier in the year. Even though last week he had a bad day, I still think.
See, actually got in an argument with one of the Cowboys media guys earlier today on damn Twitter. Because they damn posted, well, Zeke has this. I'm like, he damn had one bad game. Those are going to dip his numbers down. Because he damn had 137 total yards week 1, 132 week 2, then 58 week 3. And it actually doesn't take a math major to figure. At 58, your damn shit's going to slow.
Yeah, and honestly, this is probably – but – I will say this. The Cleveland Browns are number 5 in rushing yards like per game. They're only giving up 94. And that's not a good sign for a team that needs to get the run going because we definitely need to get the run going. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, because we need to protect the defense.
We need to protect that quarterback. That's why we got to get the run game going. Damn. I mean, Dak is throwing the ball 47 times a game. I mean, and if you think about it, with the line being the way that it is, it seems like he's getting hit on every play. So let's say he doesn't get hit on every play. Let's say he gets hit on 50% of the plays. That's damn near 24 hits that he's taking every game.
That is as much as your running back.
Yeah. So at what point, do we say we got to start getting this run game together or maybe this screen game? They tried to get the screen game together, but I think that there are other ways. They don't just have to do a traditional screen out of the backfield. They could do screens to CeeDee Lamb on the outside. They tried with Amari, but, I think the CeeDee is a little bit more shifty. In the Atlanta game, we did a tight end screen to Dalton Schultz. This week right here, we're going to be facing a pretty good front led by Myles Garrett. I mean, the numbers show you, the numbers let you know rushing. And you said that they haven't given up that many big plays. So what that lets me know is they're probably really a solid defense. But then again, I mean, they played against the Bengals in Washington. So can we really say that? Can we really go off that sample size? Because if we're going off of that and we look at our defensive numbers, We played against some of the best offenses in the NFL in the Rams, Atlanta, and Seattle. All three of those offenses have put up big numbers in all three games. So is it possible that our defense really isn't that bad and we just ran into a buzzsaw?
You know what the problem with our defense is? They can't make the one stop.
Mm-hmm.
And I was watching one of Vosh's videos. On that last 4th and 3, Jalen did Joe Thomas's damn assignment and damn left Olsen wide open. It actually wasn't that it was a good play. It was a blown assignment.
What's up, Cowboy execution? The Cleveland's pass defense. I think, what did I say? They were like 17th or 18th or something like that. I forget. I forget what I said, but they're around that. But their run defense is they're at number 5, so they're a pretty good run defense. But again, like I said, the sample size that they're going against is Washington, Cincinnati, and then Baltimore. Where Baltimore
has a good running game out of them.
Yeah. But in that game, Baltimore didn't need a good running game because Lamar Jackson was just throwing the ball everywhere that he wanted to, and really Baker was turning the ball over. I think that's a speaking of turning the ball over, I think that we have to make Baker turn the ball over early. The way that we can do that is, I've noticed in watching Baker, they don't want to say this about him. I don't know why they don't want to kill him about this. But Baker really can't read any defense, bro. Baker's damn near Johnny Manziel without the coke. What's going on, Kathy Green?
He is a shorter Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I mean, all I see him do is back up, and I really don't see him climb in the pocket. I don't see him making, like, if you take away his first, maybe second read, Mayfield has trouble. My issue is, can we take away those first and second reads? We haven't done a very good job of that.
You actually know what Cleveland's good at in the passing game is misdirection. What are we bad at on defense? Covering misdirection. So you like.
Yeah, you're right. But I will say this about it. I'll say this. Washington did a very good job of getting after Baker. They did. What they were able to do, what Cleveland was able to do, was establish the run in a game that was getting away from them. Because when they started passing the ball, bad things started happening. And then they went to the quick game. They started running. One thing that Cleveland does very well is the counter. They're excellent at running that counter with Nick Chubb. If you had a textbook and it was supposed to be like, this is a counter play right here, I would definitely put the Cleveland Browns as a team to show everybody what a counter is supposed to look like.
And maybe they run a great trap with Kareem Hunt.
Yeah. So I think that if I was going into this game as a defensive coordinator, the one thing that I would have to do is we would have to stop the run. First and second down, make Baker. I've watched Baker. Trust me, guys, I have Odell Beckham on my fantasy team. I've had Nick Chubb on my fantasy team in the previous year, last year. And I've literally watched this guy throw games away. He will do it. He will do it if you don't give him confidence.
As long as we're close in the fourth, we will beat them.
I don't even think it should be close in the fourth. I just think that we could put some pressure on them if offensively we do what we do. Let me look at some of the comments before I get into our offense right now. But yeah, Kathy Green said what's up.
Hey, Kathy.
Thomas Garrett said something that you talked about. Plus, we're having issues getting off the field on 3rd and 4th down too, especially 4th down. We suck on 4th down.
Yeah, everybody's like 100% against us.
Fred Wood says that DMV, you are spot on with your assessment. Our defense isn't bad. It's the mental aspect that needs to be cleaned up. Our defense has had to defend half of the field all year due to our turnovers. I'm going to disagree. He's actually kind of right. He's somewhat right because we have turned the ball over a lot in the last two games. I don't believe we had a turnover in the first game. Correct?
Yeah.
We didn't have a turnover in the first game. The last two games, we've had at least we had 4 against Atlanta, and we had 3 against Seattle. That's 7. That's 7 turnovers and 2 games. That's a lot. That is a lot. So, is that something that is a concern of yours, or do you just think that we just need to, keep playing?
Actually, look at the turnovers. I'm gonna go to Seattle ones. The first interception was a good play by the defense. That is foreign to us because our DBs don't make good plays on the ball. So every time we see Dak throw an interception, we just think it's a bad play because we're not used to seeing our DBs undercut a route. Even though Mari flaked on the route because Dak actually threw it to where Amari was supposed to be. It was supposed to be an end route, but he actually did more of a posters and King Griffin undercut it. The damn fumble was I'm not gonna blame Dak for damn phone on that because Connor Williams got his ass beat on that play.
We'll look at it this way. The next play, we saw what happened. Zach Martin moved to right tackle. Looney went to guard. Connor Williams stayed in. They brought in Tyler Badass to play center, and they still had your boy Knight out at the left tackle. And that was the way that we went, and we were moving the ball with that lineup. And that lineup wasn't bad at all to me, except for the last drive on that last last 2 plays. Yeah. In all actuality, looking at that lineup, if Tyron's not playing this week, are you upset that that's not the lineup that they're telling us is going to go out there?
I think if Tyron's not going to play, we're going to see that lineup again. I am thinking their expectations is of him to play, and they put Knight at right tackle. Now the question is, what are you doing at center? To me, I'd rather have Biotis than the damn Looney.
I agree because you know why I'd rather have him there because I think that he's your future center. So at this point, I think that he's been more than serviceable. And the 2 times that he's had to play spot duty, he's had to play spot duty against the Rams for a play, and
Falcons also.
He did.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, then I think that that's your center. I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of like Looney at guard. I know a lot of people don't, but I mean, he got whooped that last play. But shit, we've been watching Connor Williams get his ass whooped all year. So at what point, what's 2 ass whoopings compared to getting your ass whooped for complete games? You know what I'm saying? Lyle Collins, they say that looks a little bit worse than what it is.
You remember I didn't say that in August. Didn't I say that? I'm like, he ain't coming back no time soon.
At this point, I'm almost to the point where I'm just like, man, they might as well chalk this up for the year, bro. They might as well.
They is talking about he is gonna try to fight through it for what?
Mm-hmm.
For what? Chalk it up. See you in March when an off-season workouts.
And your fat ass should be in shape by then. I'm gonna say it because, I mean, you know what? I'm gonna stop doing it. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm not gonna be like the media because from them they told us he's out of shape. We don't really know how bad it is, so I'm gonna stop doing that, and I'm gonna give Lyle Collins the benefit of the doubt. The reason that I'll give him the benefit of the doubt is he's never bullshitted us before. You know what I'm saying? He's never BS'd us before. So just because somebody else said, because looking at the other day, looking at Clarence Hill's comments, by the way, we can touch on that a little bit later. But looking at those comments in that paraphrase, that could kind of make me think that these guys are translating things to us that just frankly might fit their narrative or might not just be, it might not be true. So they might say he's out of shape, but maybe he's out of shape because he was really hurt. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you haven't done anything, if you've been hurt,
Didn't they say he actually had a car accident?
yeah, he was in a car accident. Yeah, I've seen footage of it. Mark Holmes put it on his channel, and
So,
yeah, I mean,
so actually, because I just thought about that, thinking about that now, you like maybe the accident is worse than what they want to say.
possibly, possibly. I mean, me personally, I mean, I believe him. You know, I believe the media has BS'd us way more. They BS'd us way more in these situations than you know these players. And
Yeah.
he's never really given us a reason to not believe him or to you know to really just you know kind of BS us here, or you know what I mean. So I'm gonna believe him, and you guys are seeing it real time here because a lot of people you know have ran with that, and I ran with it myself. But let's talk about that now. We could talk about Gary's comments, and I'll let you kind of you know lead this segment and what was said and what you thought about it.
Um, when I first read the comments, I think I was just waking up, checking my Twitter, looking on my YouTube, seeing if I got some new subscribers or whatever. Then I just like, I'm like, what? Excuse my language. This is my literal reaction. Are you fucking serious?
Oh my God!
Like, are you fucking serious, Jerry? Really?
I'll ask you this question: what did you see first? Did you actually see the interview, or did you see Clarence Hill's tweet?
Oh, Clarence Hill's tweet.
Yeah,
that's all I seen. I'm like,
yeah.
I was there looking at teams of who I'm gonna be a fan of next year. I'm like,
I can't even lie to you, bro.
Dak is gone, so I'm gonna probably go with him. Who the hell am I gonna be a fan of next year?
I feel you, bro. I was in the same boat, and so what I had to do was
next year.
Oh, bro, I was heated because like the comment that Jerry said was he was pretty much stating like I think that he was talking about Mahomes. He started out talking about Mahomes, and then it led to him talking about Russell Wilson, and it was talking about people that can extend plays, and he was kind of comparing them to Dak. And really, he was more than anything saying that Dak being able to get that ball off was a miracle because he should have been stopped. It was a miracle. Now, make no mistake. I think Dak could have done some other things on that play. Lived to fight another day. Could have ran out of bounds. Could have ran for a first down. Got out of bounds. We have another play. Or, you know, he could have just simply thrown the ball away. But I think that he thought that he can make a play right there. And I would much rather have a quarterback that thinks he can make a play where he sees it and he thinks he can make the play than have the guy that hesitates and is done.
If you look at the sideline angle, Zeke and the receiver stopped running when actually he's putting his arm down. He isn't looking down the field. He is trying to stay up because if he goes down, the game is pretty much over because they're not getting back to the line in time.
Okay, Fred Wood said this comment right here. I'm gonna bring it up. I said, in my opinion, Martin didn't get beat on that play. I feel he incorporated the mindset of an interior lineman. He handed off the DN to address the stunt by the 3-tech defensive lineman. Yeah, I don't think anybody's saying that Zach got beat. But we know who got beat. Looney got his ass bust on that play, which that was one of the plays that we talked about right there, where you know he handed off the stunt, and Looney just looked like he just got completely bombarded. And you know, Dak really did make a hell of a play standing up there. And him throwing the pick, like it's actually funny. And I'll touch on this because Jerry was talking about Russell. He was talking about Mahomes. And in all actuality, if we're looking at it, they're two of the most talented quarterbacks. They're two of the best quarterbacks that have ever played the game. And I think that what he was trying to say is that Dak has some of those qualities. And then he somehow slipped in Romo could make those plays.
The Romo thing is probably what got me the most. And it isn't that I damn love Tony. It's my guy. But I was like, really?
Yeah, and honestly, Tony makes the play Dak made right there, probably more than likely. Actually, no, let's be 100. Tony's ass is getting sacked on that play. And he might have a collarbone injury, bro.
Because I swear, the Dak was in the shotgun and the damn DM was on his ass quick.
Yeah.
Because it was so much. Zeke slowed up his route. If damn you look at it, Zeke was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, and it wasn't even to see the blitz. Like, it could be one thing if you say, well, Dak got to understand the blitz. Dak got to see where the blitz is coming from. But no blitz. It was a damn stunt. It was a stunt.
It was a 3-man rush.
Yeah.
It was a 3-man rush, and we couldn't block that.
Yeah. So does that scare you going into this Cleveland game?
Hell yeah, if damn Tyron isn't playing. You actually know who's the right end for damn Cleveland? Adrian Claiborne. I know y'all know that name.
Oh, no.
I know y'all know that name.
Bro, I wish I had some sounds to go.
I know we know who Adrian Claiborne is.
Mr. Six Sacks.
Oh, God. We know who Adrian Claiborne is.
Oh my God. So what you know what that means, right? That means Zeke ass gonna be in max protect all day, buddy. All day. All day. Oh my God. So you got Myles Garrett, Adrian Claiborne. Shit, that's all I need to hear, bro. That's all I need to hear. And really, I mean, if you think about it, if Cleveland don't have anything else, they're a physical football team. You've always been physical. It's a blue collar city. So, but the one thing, the things that I could tell you about Cleveland and Baltimore is that they might not always have the best teams, but they're going to be very physical. They call that the black and the blue division for a reason, because all of the teams are physical. Somehow Pittsburgh has gotten away from being as physical.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is the finesse team.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is the finesse team in that division. But I mean, Baltimore, Cleveland, and who's the other team in that division?
Cincinnati.
And Cincinnati always tough too. Like, I mean, tough, like hit. They might not be good. They're the second finesse team, but they hit too.
I am hating we are playing Cincinnati so late in the season.
Yeah,
because Cincinnati's getting better each week.
Yeah, they are, and they probably should have won this week. They probably should have won. They probably should have won. They should have won the last two. They should have won. They should be 3-0 possibly.
Yeah,
they just have a quarterback that's never played NFL games before. So, oh my God, the Adrian Claiborne thing kind of ruined me a little bit. But here's some things that we can do to kind of nullify that, though. Because one thing that I saw a graph out there about plays per minute, and we are the fastest offense in the league as far as us being able to get to the line to get plays off. Our tempo is very good, and that's something that maybe not in the beginning of games. It doesn't necessarily work in the beginning of games, and maybe that's because we can't get off the field as much. But you could definitely see that it wears on teams late. I think that it wore down the Rams. Actually, we scored pretty fast against the Rams. Against Atlanta, we scored some under 3-minute drive touchdowns. And last week, I think we put together some drives and we scored pretty fast. Remember that play to Cedric Wilson when he took that thing all the way down the field? Yeah. So, I mean, I think that we can make this a track meet, and I think that it would bode us well to try and make this a fast game.
Because I just don't think Baker can outdo Dak. But it actually really don't matter if Baker has receivers running wide open. He should be able to make those throws. Wentz can't, but
well, I mean, I kind of feel like a lot of people gave us trouble, or a lot of fans and a lot of media were saying that we didn't pressure Russell Wilson. I thought we pressured him pretty well in that game, personally. I just think he made some very good – he just made some good-ass throws. And if you leave somebody open, he's going to find them. I mean – but –
that was catch and catch.
Yeah. And he can move, and he knows how to maneuver in the pocket. I think we played him as well as we can play him from the front aspect. I mean, I don't think –
I actually would have liked to blitz on that last 33 where he – through the DK Metcalf for the touchdown, because we actually just had a 3-man rush, and then it gave DK enough time to run all the way across the formation. If you blitz him, he's gonna have to make a quicker read.
True, and maybe he throws it to Olsen, who just so happened to be open quite a bit in the game, which I knew, but. I mean, it's better than a damn touchdown to DK Metcalf. But then again, I was okay with the touchdown because we got a chance with the ball back with some time.
Yeah.
But I was not okay with how they got the touchdown because, I mean, we look like our secondary, our safeties look like they just don't know. They just don't know basic coverage. I don't know if it's the calls, if it's what we do when they're in certain formations or what, but whatever it is.
Like they don't study film. See, I didn't do anything that was out the ordinary. Like, oh, damn, I didn't see them do that.
Yeah. And I look at it this way. A lot of people are saying the opposite of what really happened in the game. They're saying Seattle won that game because Russell Wilson made plays and Dak didn't make plays. That's false. I'll tell you why it's false. Because Dak actually got us the lead. Would I have liked a touchdown on that drive? Yes. But at some point, your defense in these type of games has to make a stop. They have to make a stop. They got more than enough rest. And
because actually, that was a long drive. Because they started like at the 6.
Yeah. So
now, it actually should have been defensive pass interference or was holding on that last play to Gallup. Yes, but we don't get those calls, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, we don't. We get hosts. We get hosts every week. Every week, there's been some bad calls. Every week. Actually, you know what? I'm lying. The Falcon game, I think, probably was the best called game that I've seen with us for a while. It was pretty clean. It wasn't that bad.
Probably because I was watching it in the stadium. You really can't see what you see on TV. So
yeah. Like, do you feel like in that game it was stopped a lot for flags?
No.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the Seattle game, though, was. I think that it was.
Seattle got drove down the field strictly on flags for their second touchdown.
Yeah, they did. And one thing that I noticed, did you see Gallup's touchdown in the game? Did that look like a similar play to you?
Yeah. Which
play did it look like?
The Jalen Ramsey.
It was the same damn play. It was the same thing. So why is there inconsistency with how it's called? Because the game was on the line. The game was on the line. That's why they called it in the first week, which is crap.
Plus actually, Jalen sold it too.
And I'm thinking, but I'm like, so what? He grabbed. He didn't even push. I watched it again. He didn't even push. All he did was move his arm.
Because honestly, if it's anything, it's defensive pass interference because he grabbed his arm well past 5 yards.
They would have called it up again. They would have called it on us. It would have been this. This is what it would have been. For us, it would have been 2 flags. It would have been a flag on us and a flag on them for offensive pass interference, and it would have been offset, possibly. Because I think that happened that happened in the Seattle game, where they called Jalen. They called Jalen for illegal contact, but then they said the illegal contact is why he pushed him out of bounds. Which Greg Olsen took 3 damn steps after that contact. That contact didn't flail his ass out of bounds. These officials, I don't know where they find them, bro. They must have found them on the back of a series.
Because actually, the flag came in the secondary. The legal touching wasn't originally called on Jalen. It was in the. I think it might have been Worley, who they called it on. Then they said, "Wait a minute, let's huddle up for a second."
Yeah. Let's see how we can screw these boys this week.
Because if you look at it, they actually threw the flag in the end zone.
Mm-hmm.
Then all because actually the ref who actually could best see Jalen and Dan Olsen didn't throw the flag.
Damn.
Because actually where the flag was thrown wasn't even that ref's, and damn his eyesight. Then they said, "You actually know what? That was the illegal." Because that is when they came out. Yeah, we're gonna say 54 had the illegal touching, and that means he can come back in.
So, yeah, we're having a tough time with officiating this year. But one thing I want to say to you guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. My channel is only 10 away from 3,000. So if you guys can, in your hearts, find people to subscribe and we get that thing to 3,000, we'll be straight. And my man Elton's channel is growing big time. Go ahead and tell him about your channel, dog. Like in your search, like what happened? Because it's a funny story. Go ahead and tell the story.
It is. I actually posted a video probably February. Probably had about 7 views. Then I look up, probably like last week, I was like 3,000 new views. Like, what? I'm like, where the hell is this at? Then the next thing I know, that actually video now is at over 30,000 views. I'm like,
30,000.
30,000.
Oh my God, 30,000. Tell them what the video is.
It was a 54-second video of Manny Pacquiao walking to the ring.
It's crazy the type of videos that you could put out there that people find amusing, and it looks like the Philippines they found your video. So my man Elton's channel's growing. So if you're not subscribed to Elton, as it shows right there, Elton Costin, go ahead, subscribe to my man. He talks to Cowboys. Did you do your game preview video yet?
Not yet.
All right, so that's gonna be on the way pretty soon. But let's talk about so how do you see this game playing out? Because we already know we have a high-powered offense. They have a pretty good run defense. Pass defense is pretty pedestrian. Offensively, they can run the ball pretty well, but they're struggling with the pass game. So, what's your prediction on this game?
I think we win a close game, probably like 34-27. I think the biggest thing for us is getting a lead because I don't think Baker can come back. And the damn biggest thing is if we get a lead, we actually collect. Because if you look, our pass rush is getting better each week. And then Baker don't want to see Alden and Tank and then Everson Griffin on his ass all game. But if the game's close and then he could just hand off to Chubb and Kareem Hunt, we gonna be in for a long game.
I actually think since we're actually at home this game, we play much better at home. We'll have fans there. I think that We're probably gonna clean up some of the mess. I don't think we're gonna turn the ball over. I think that we'll probably make this thing a track meet. I see us busting their ass, honestly. I think that Mayfield will make some plays early, but we just have a steady ship on offense, and I don't believe that 94 yards a game is gonna hold up. I think that Zeke is gonna have a big game this week because the one thing that Zeke does after bad games, he bounces back. He bounces back. And I could definitely see maybe like a 3-touchdown game, maybe one in the air, maybe 2 on the ground. But I think we make it a fast-paced game, and I think Zeke probably runs for 150. And I see a 40 burger, maybe 40-26, with them scoring some touchdowns late. Odell will get in the end zone. Odell will get in the end zone.
Hunter damn Chubb will get in the end zone.
Yeah. Landry's a wild card to me because the reason I say he's a wild card is I don't think we have anybody that can guard him. We don't have anybody that can guard Odell, honestly. But he's more Landry's more like Landry
getting the 70-yard gain on this.
Yeah, I'm not worried about that, but he's more like Calvin Ridley. Like they're very similar in how they are receivers. I think Ridley is a little bit more talented, but as far as their body type and their shiftiness and their detailed route running and the type of route run, because Landry goes in motion and does a lot of crossing routes and things of that nature, outs and stuff like that. I could see Landry, probably having a better day as for one of their receivers.
Yeah, because Landry's the guy Baker seems to connect with.
Yeah, and I see them put him in motion a lot. And
I am worried about Austin Hooper because we seem to can't cover tight ends. Even though I haven't really seen Baker and Hooper hook up this year, but it is us, so why not them?
Yeah, bro. We had trouble with we had trouble with Higbee. We had trouble with
Hurst.
I'm still blown that he was running down the field that wide open. We've given up 2 big misdirection plays, actually 3, because they scored a touchdown. Because what's name scored 2 touchdowns on misdirection. Tyler Lockett, yeah, the same damn route, Matter of fact, wasn't all 3 of them the same route that we struggle with? It's the same damn route. We cannot seem to guard the damn scrape route. I don't know why. Oh, I know why. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, you know why.
I know why we can't guard it. But apparently the coaches and the GM and all those guys don't know why.
And I'm just going to say this. I'm not going to say Jerry, Mike McCarthy. Sign fucking Earl Thomas. Listen here. Darian Thompson may be a nice guy. Great guy to play Madden with. Great guy to play 2K with. Maybe all his teammates like him. But he is not a starting safety in the NFL. He is a special teams guy. And maybe he can play in a pinch 15 plays. But actually for a football game, no. Is Earl Thomas of 2014? No. But he's a lot better than Xavier Woods and Darian Thompson.
You know what? I'm actually going to ask you this question because I never thought that I would ask this question and not know the answer to it. Who's better, Darian Thompson or Xavier Woods?
I don't know right now. I've been a big X Woods guy, but this year I'm like, for a free agent, for a upcoming free agent, you ain't playing like it.
Yeah,
I'm like this because it was X who got beat on that. I damn gave Darian Thompson hell, but it was Xavier Woods who got beat on that first wide open touchdown to Lockett.
I think it was Xavier. I think it was Xavier that got beat on that last one to DK Metcalf. It looked like Darian came over the top because he was playing the ball in the air. But to me, it looked like I could be wrong. I gotta go back and watch the play. It looked like they were kind of in the cover 4, or maybe it looked like they were in the cover 4, and it looked like either X Woods, either they were in cover 3, which I don't think so. They were in the cover 3, and X Woods was robbing. If he's robbing, I've never seen no safety rob that damn deep in my life. Never seen a safety rob as deep as he was. I really think he got occupied by another route. He doesn't understand he doesn't understand how not to be occupied by a route. It doesn't seem like any one of our safeties have any type of awareness of route concepts. It just looks like they're just out there. I don't even know if I don't even think that they're really carrying out their responsibilities. I just think that they're trying to just keep everything in front of them. And even in that case, they're really not. Because I look at the play to DK Metcalf where Trayvon had to run behind him and knock the ball out. And make no mistake, Trayvon got his ass bust on that play. Make no mistake, that was on Trayvon. But the ball is in the air.
What the hell is safety?
Bruh, go watch it. Both of them is on the hash, chilling. No routes around them, bro. They just sitting there like. Anytime your safety's like this, you asked out. Your defense is asked out. And I see that a lot.
Not unless Dion is your corner, and I like Trayvon Diggs, but he ain't no Dion.
Hell no. Look, they look quarterback occupied, like Fred is saying right now. He says, all I know is both of them were looking at the quarterback extensively, not to mention they were both lined up inside the hash mark. He saw it like I saw it. I just saw him like this. Like, bro, it ain't baseball. Ain't nobody hit a home run. If you don't get your monkey ass in coverage, Jesus Christ. Play the ball in the air. I said this on Mark's channel. Bro, we learned this with the football. Like, that's one of the first drills you learn. They go, all right, get out. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Play the ball. And they throw it to you. That's one of the first drills you learn. Like, we got some high school ass safeties out there, bro. They're not even high school. If they, bro.
I'm like this. DK runs a 4-3. What the hell you think's gonna happen?
I don't know, but evidently we were more worried about slow ass Olsen and guys like that killing us across the middle. Instead of worrying about the guys that can really tear our heads off, like DK and Tyler Lockett.
Which is another thing with the defense. Jalen isn't a middle linebacker. Bless his heart. But Jalen doesn't see everything, which is why they be having miscommunications on damn 3rd and 4th down because he's not doing what he's supposed to
do. So, do you think that it would suit him more to play on the outside?
Which is what they wanted, but Sean Lee and Glass Van Dash.
We ain't got no other choice.
What you gonna do?
But he hasn't been playing bad though. I don't think he's been playing bad.
No, he didn't. But on those crucial plays, is Sean Lee doesn't make those mistakes.
He doesn't. And I'm gonna say Joe Thomas has played well too.
Yeah,
Joe Thomas actually is really surprising me, especially in the run game. Thomas Garrett says, I've been saying Eric Reed for the longest.
That ain't gonna happen.
Nope. It surely ain't gonna happen. I mean, and we all know why. We all know why, bro. To me, at the end of the day, none of this makes sense to me because I'm about winning football games. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. I just want to win football games. I'm sick and tired, but I'm 34 years old. The last time that I saw us win the Super Bowl, I was like 10 years old. And I thought, you know what I thought at that time? Because, I was the third one. I'm like, damn, like my team gonna win every year. That's what I thought. I thought wrong.
Now it's like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna see them win another Super Bowl.
Yeah, I have friends like at Foots. Y'all know Foots. Foots asked me straight up in person, like, damn, like, what's it like to see them win the Super Bowl? Like, I wasn't even around. Like, I don't remember none of that. Like, I'm like, damn.
I remember having to write a paper about it when we beat Pittsburgh in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, like, yo, Cowboys Nation TV has never seen them live win the Super Bowl. That's wild, bro. And it's because of things like they're doing right now, where it's all ego. It's about like doing things our way. It's almost like a cult, bro. It's almost like the organization is run like a cult. And they want you to know what they're doing. But at the same time, they're like, but nobody can sway our decisions. And like I said to you earlier, what has Stephen Jones? Because I said something along the lines of how bad our organization is. Because I still believe our organization is bad. I think our organization is horrible. And I think you said something along the lines of how I don't know if you thought it was that bad, or you think that we're not worse than Seattle's organization. And you said Will and Steven are running things. And I asked you the question, what has Steven done? Oh, hey, thank you, Kathy, for the super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. So I'm gonna ask you this: what has he done, Steven? Like, what pedigree does Steven have?
Being Jerry's son?
Yeah, that's it. Will has pedigree. So, but when it comes to Steven, and Steven's asked those hard ass questions, and he answers the way that he does, and then you see our roster and you see how it plays out. I think that we have a solid roster, but it always is gonna have holes in it because they don't have the football. I don't know. To me, it just seems like we're lacking something.
I damn wonder what it would look like if they just let Will McClay cook. Because he's the GM. We all know that. But
I agree. I agree. Do you think that, because I know that Will McClay has since he's been running our draft board, I think that he's been pretty solid. The only complaints I've really had was not getting a safety in the draft before last. That was really my only complaint.
Because if you listen to him talk, he didn't want Taco Charlton in 2017. He didn't. But Rod and them stood up on the table. This is who we want.
Well, does that make you think that maybe they have more? Maybe these coaches have more juice than he does.
Sometimes, yeah.
And
because damn Rod could say actually won the Super Bowl with Tampa.
Yeah, because we're not getting the same type of pedigree. We're not getting that pedigree of players. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like everybody just thinks we're the most talented team, and it's fool's gold. They think that we have the best line. They still think we have the best line. And I had to tell some idiots today. I respectfully decline talking football with you because you don't know what you're talking about. If you're still riding that narrative, if you keep talking about that line, if you put this person behind this line and that person behind this line, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. We probably have the worst line in football right now. We probably have the worst. Our
What?
quarterback is making plays. We probably have the worst line in football. And
Maybe
Washington,
would it be a lot better if Tyron and Law was healthy and playing? Yeah. All
yeah,
right. Give me top 10.
but they're not playing. Tyron misses games every year. You got to account for that. That has to be accounted for. And even in some of the games he's playing handicapped. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? What's going on, me mud? But he's not playing at his best. And it shows. He still plays pretty well, though. He's still our best lineman. Or one of them. I mean, Zach Martin, to me, I think Zach Martin's our best lineman.
Yeah,
and I really liked what I saw from. I really like what I saw from him at tackle.
Me too.
I almost want to move his ass out there permanently. To be honest with you,
you can do that. You actually can make a line of Tyron and Zach Martin at tackle, Lyle Collins and damn Govern at guard and damn Biotish at center.
Do you think that Connor Williams plays because he was a second-round pick?
Yes, and they're playing him at the wrong position.
I agree. I think he should be a tackle. I've been saying that. For a long time. I'm going to keep saying it. Captain Green says Steven is running the show because if it was Jerry Jones, we would have put the gun in and got Earl Thomas or We ain't getting no Eric Reed. We wouldn't have got him, but I do think we would have got Earl Thomas. I do. And from what we understand, it's really Mike McCarthy
who doesn't want
Earl Thomas. And I think that Mike McCarthy, with this type of thinking, with his ego, might not last very long in Dallas because if we don't win this division, bro, we are in trouble.
Mike McCarthy has 2 years. He may have a 4-year contract. He has 2 years to do what Jason Garrett couldn't. Then if Mike McCarthy hasn't won a Super Bowl by the end of next year, then that's when they're going to go for the young guy, Lincoln Riley. They're like, okay.
Which is a mistake to me. I'll tell you why it's a mistake. Because Lincoln Riley hasn't coached an NFL game. I'm sitting here watching Kansas City do shit like have 4 receivers in the line and doing all this motion and all this type of stuff and all this innovative stuff. Now, you could say Andy Reid offenses were always good and he's always drawing up stuff. I've never seen no 4 receivers line up in one line, bro. And Kansas City is just innovative every week, bro. Eric Bieniemy should have a job. And the fact that we didn't interview him at all lets me know that's part of the problem. We ain't
getting Eric Bieniemy.
Why though? No, we know why. But
every one of Andy's OCs have got jobs, and this one seems to not get a job.
Yeah, I don't understand it. After a Super Bowl winning year, and all right, like the resume speaks for itself. The quarterback threw 50 touchdowns a year before, and then they come back, and after an injured year where he was injured and he came back, and then they won the Super Bowl. Like, bro.
And that O-line ain't that good either. So he knows how to. So he damn knows how to correct Thomas Garrett.
Okay, Mean Mug says Connor Williams is not strong enough. He's definitely playing because he was drafted high. If he could play tackle, they would have done it by now. Think about it.
No,
I'm not gonna say that. No, because they weren't gonna put Zach Martin. They weren't gonna put Zach Martin at tackle until it was an emergency. Nah. Think about it. Think about this. Lyle Collins is better at guard than he is tackle. And they keep putting him at tackle. They put him at tackle because they wanted to put him at tackle. I think they want Connor Williams to be Zach Martin, and he's not. That worked with Zach Martin. Zach Martin was a tackle that converted to a guard, and they said, we're going to do that with Connor Williams. And I thought it was a hell of an idea. But at one point, do you got to keep seeing this dude get beat in order to say, damn, he's not really a guard. No matter how much he beefs up, he's just not strong enough. He's not strong enough. But he has really good feet. He's very athletic. And he gets to the second level. He's a tackle. Trust me. If anything, you cut your losses short and make him a swing tackle. Because I think that he's much better than the guys they had in there. You can say that, but what are we drafting Connor McGovern for? What are we drafting Biotish for? What are we drafting those guys for? If we're not putting the best five out there. And so, I mean, for me, I think that
if you want to be a power running team when you want to, you actually need offensive linemen who are strong. Connor McGovern, big thing is he's a big, strong kid. Biotish thing, he's a big, strong kid. Why are they on the bench watching Looney, who I like a lot, getting his ass thrown around?
Kathy Green says, who we got that would guard Myles Garrett? The easy question to that, and the easy answer to that is nobody. It's going to have to be collectively. It's going to have to be scheme. Collectively, and it's going to have to be scheme. But then again, you know, I watch and then I see a single cover. I see a single trying to single block freaking Aaron Donald. So if we try to single block Aaron Donald, I'm pretty sure they got egos to where they're going to try and single block Myles Garrett.
You can damn single block Aaron Donald when you got Travis Frederick there.
But we don't. I mean,
like you can do that when you got Travis Frederick next to Zach Martin.
Yeah, so, I mean, they're going to have to be innovative in what they do this week, but it's actually crazy with how bad this line is. We're still number one in offense. And we're still putting up a lot of points. We've been putting up a lot of points. And again, I mean, and Cleveland gives up a lot of points. Cleveland's given up 29.3 points a game so far. And they play Washington, Cincinnati, and Baltimore. So I don't think it's a coincidence that they've given up a lot of points. They gave up what? How many did they give up to Washington? Like
I think 20.
Something like that. Yeah. I think they gave up 20 points to Washington. And Washington can't score at all. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's pretty much all I got, man. You know, we gave our predictions already. Elton had the Cowboys win. What was your score again?
34 to 27.
34 to 27 Cowboys, and I had it 40 to 26 Cowboys. And I think we make it a track meet, and I think we can win a game like that. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And I am like 10 away from 3,000. So let's make that happen, people. And go ahead and check my man Elton Costin's channel out. My man's going to put out a fire preview video. And I don't know why, but I see a rant video coming in the future with why it's probably going to be titled, "Why the F Haven't We Signed Earl Thomas?" But y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all check that man out and get his channel too. He's got the Pacquiao wave going on right now. Y'all want to make sure that, you know, we got Manny Pacquiao's number one fan right here.
That wasn't even on purpose.
Okay, Thomas Garrett says 38-20 Cowboys. Me Mug says 30-13 Cowboys.
No, we ain't damn holding nobody to 13 points. Maybe the Giants next week. We might get the Giants at 13 next week, but nobody with a capable offense. We hold to the 13 points.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I gotta add a salute at the end, and see y'all later. All right, peace.